Hello, everybody. Okay, it's exactly 8 o'clock. So we will get the show on the road. Welcome, Karina and Elda, Teresa and Anne-Marie. Wow, Team Amos, definitely here. Julle kan maar vir ons hallo sê, ons is net 'n ou paartjies hierso. Ek
Hallo.
Ek en Anne-Marie sê nou net
Marie?
daai girl van gisteraand se call was so amazing. Het julle gekyk? Sy was regtig next level goed.
Ek weet Anne-Marie was ook op die call.
Mm.
Hulle Pieter en Sandra, hulle lady. Ja, dit was regtig next level.
Ja. Very inspiring. Okay, so hier is nou nogals baie info vanaand. So let's get the show on the road immediately. I'm going to have a load shedding in a few minutes, but I project that there's going to be no glitches. So let's, I just want to get started immediately. And always our story is starting with our own results. And I think another thing that we really saw with Rebecca last night is one of the strongest things always is your own product result. And to consistently be working on your own result, because that is such a big part of your confidence. And luckily with the 10-day challenges, we are so privileged that we have to we have to keep ourselves accountable, even through winter, and that we all, have so many events that's happening. You have your customers saying, oh my word, I've got this party and that, but there will always be events, and to learn to make the best choices. But just in short, you all know our story, but tonight I really wanted to start off with touching back onto your why. We've come out of a very tough winter. And also, like she said last night, any business has got its a different business flow. There is certain times when business will go down and it will go up again. And it's for you to have a strong belief and know your why, and know why you are in the business, and really find your purpose that will keep you going through, even through the tough times when business are down, and you must keep your head in the game and even work harder. So for me, when I got started, it really was at that stage because I was selling time for money. I wanted to be around these 3 gorgeous babies, and they now all obviously adults. The boys are 29, Yuna is 32. She's getting married this year. So often, there can be a lot of distractions that can happen in your business, but you always need to know that you've got to be clear about your goals and know what it is that you want to achieve. And I have been so privileged to tick so many different boxes over the years with this company, being able to have the freedom to work from home, to be around the kids, to really feel that I make a difference. I love the weight loss part. I love the difference that I can make for customers. But prior to Herbalife, I was never able to travel. And so I have traveled so many times. I've had so many wonderful experiences over the years. One of the ones that stands out so beautifully for me was my trip with my mom when she was 87, and she was able to go with me on a trip. I get emotional when I tell this story, but I was able to take the kids, each of them separately, when they were small kids. Jim Rohn said, you've got to explain to your family why it is that you take time away. What is the reason for you working? And sometimes going off to a meeting, sometimes making sacrifices, is that it's worth it, that they will also be able to have the benefit of it. And so for one of my dreams, besides all the travel, was also to have my beach house, to have the freedom to work from there. Obviously, this is going to become my kids' house. So, it's much more than just you and making a little bit of extra money or making lots of extra money. It always starts there, where you want to first just get enough money to have the lifestyle, to go for a treat, a spa day, you know, to spoil yourself. And you've got to have those goals as shorter goals. But when you start really developing your why, you've got to have a vision. You have to have a goal, and then you've got to link that to purpose so that you can feel from your heart that it makes a difference, that you're making a difference for people. And our business is a business of relationships. So it's so important that it's not just about getting a customer. It's not just about getting a new member. It's that friendship that you build. I mean, many of you have been with us in the business for more than 20 years. We are family, you know. We're probably often closer and talk more often to each other than sometimes we speak to our own family. Well, I definitely talk more to you than I talk to my own brother. But we get to know each other, and we really know each other's heart, and we support each other. And I think that is a huge privilege. But I'm asking you, especially the supervisors, you know, as we're going into the last part of this year, and we are going to really lift our business, it's a decision. You know, it's first of all, it's a mindset. It's a decision that you have, that you must get clear about what you want to have a goal for. So again, you know, your family, the level you want to go for, the financial goal, the physical goal, your own personal result that you want to have, your spiritual giving back to the society, and then lifestyle and travel. So a lot of people think goals are just money. It's way more than that. And then when you want to quantify it, I love this, was shared a few years by the Wix, where you get clarity about what the amount of money is that you want. You know, and as I just said, you know, it doesn't always have to be like a materialistic stuff. It could be growing yourself. It could going for art classes. It could be different things that's going to grow you. Go learning golf lessons or whatever. But if you're in building phase, there's going to be a time where you're going to have to put blinkers on and really get focused and really start working your business and get clarity about what it is that you want, number one. And your goals will change as you go along, because you need the confidence. You know, you need to build yourself so that you really get to believe that you can do it. And then understanding what pin it is that you're going for, and what sacrifices am I willing to make for this, and how much time am I willing to invest in my business to achieve these goals. The one thing we really want to continue to understand is that Herbalife is a business really of choice and decision, you know, and your own mental strength is so important. You know, Mark Hughes always said this is a company that can get the average person to live an exceptional life, but you must be willing to do the work to get to that exceptional income. And I know that sometimes when you're in the, you know, like the phases of building, it's you sometimes sabotage yourself because you think you can't do it. But it's so much of a consistency thing of doing your daily activities, of having clarity of what it is that you're going for. So make a new this month goal, and then you've got to go and see what is your previous customers, who's your new members, how many new members do you need, who ordered in the last 3 months, 4 months. Maybe a few people didn't order because it was winter and they didn't want to shake. Now we are coming out of it. This week already, I had lots of old customers reacting on, you know, statuses and so on. People are coming out of this winter. So you've got to now be paddling like crazy and decide what it is that you want to do and what the goal is that you're going for, and then have the clarity for your calendar for the next 90 days. So I wanted to touch again on the advanced marketing plan. This is, you know, the goals that as the company, as you're looking at it, choosing when and where you want to work, positively impacting people, earning extra income, looking and feeling better, spending more time. I mean, how many businesses really offers this, guys? So you've got to just, if you have been in a place where your business was maybe a bit slower and you started doubting yourself, you've got to get completely excited again about what it is that you want from this business and where you are going. And I'm going to run through this marketing plan, building up to supervisor and spending a bit more time on active work team, the new bonuses, and the balancing factor that the company's brought in. Maybe some people still not don't have clarity about that. But I think one of the most important things that everybody's got to understand, and it's our job to teach this to our members, is that the journey for a new person to grow to supervisor is incredibly important, because if they grow to supervisor with the right format, the right team, it's going to be so much easier for them to be active supervisors, to immediately grow into world team and active world team if they have that business clusters under them. But to understand the DLV, the PPV, and your own your volume that you buy for yourself, and your PC volume is your PPV. Then you have your downline volume, and obviously you have organizational volume that's coming from your downline supervisors. But like you understanding that your 3 areas of income as you are new in the business is your retail, you and your customers, your wholesale, you, your customers, your PCs and your members. And as a supervisor, that's when the royalty override comes in. But the royalty overrides are only going to be paid to you if you are doing activity. So again, the journey towards supervisor is so important, that the supervisor has got lots of PCs, lots of customers, lots of members, that you have that. Still, I think one of the key positions is qualified producer. If a person goes qualified producer in 3 months, like we always had with the blender promo, those guys had sense of urgency, and now PC a qualified producer is over 6 months. But if they really start building a team under them and they're getting that first checks from the company, that is probably the most exciting thing, when a person gets that first 100, 300, 500. And that is why it's also so important for everybody to really package their business story on their journey. So, and it's our job to really mentor them and teach them how to, from early days, track their income so that they can actually tell their money story. So the biggest thing about becoming a supervisor is obviously you eat at 50%, you're eligible for so many more incomes, you're eligible for great promotions. We've got the vacation promotions and everything. But the big thing you want to understand is that your supervisor volumes or earnings will only come if you do your own personal volume. And if you have enough members, PCs, buying from the company, that to do your volume to earn your check is just so much easier. So in this scenario, this is you are eligible for 1 to 5% of sales premiums, and it's 1 to 5%. So everybody understands, if you go to this image over here, if you do 0 to 499, you're going to get 0. If you do 500 to 999, you're going to get 1%. So sometimes I can see that a person doesn't understand this when they do 997 points and they are only going to pick up 40% of the check, or 1% of the check, and they could, just by buying a fiber, they can get 40% of the check. So if you've got a downline supervisor organization, have clarity about this. Understand it. It is so, how can I say, what is a good word? Baie dom om 20 punte weg van die volgende brink af, where you can earn another 20% more of your salary from Herbalife, and understand the reason why the company is doing this. It's like a boss that's telling you, if you want to get your salary at the end of the month, you've got to turn up for work. You've got to turn up for work. So the big thing here is employing yourself. 1,000 to 1,500 is 2%, but just 1 point more will give you 3% of your check. Well, I like to call it 60%, 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, and 100% of your check. So I hope you all understand this. If there is someone that doesn't have clarity, please ask when we give you a chance to ask afterwards. Then Herbalife is one of the few companies that has got a roll-up earning. So say, for instance, if you look at the scenario on the left, the first person is doing, you are at the top. The first person is doing 2.5, so they're going to get 100% of the check. The second person is going to get only 20%. The third person is only going to get 40% of the check. So I am here. This is me. So what is going to happen about this money, this person's money? You will always earn in your first 3 levels, okay? But the fourth person is where the roll-up will happen. So I will be earning 80% of the 2.5 because this person only are picking up 20%. Do you guys get this? In this scenario, this person is only doing 500. What's going to happen to this volume here? It always goes 1, 2, 3. So this volumes will be rolling up to, this one's going to roll up to that person. And no, sorry, this one's going to roll up to me, and this one's going to roll up to that person. Okay, so you guys understand? You always take the arrow 3 up. And whatever the difference is what's going to be rolling up to you. So this is very, very powerful. So this is how the marketing plan, you can earn in 10 levels. If you have a whole lot of people that's just doing little bits of volume, and there's a few serious ones. And this gives you security. This is why Mark Hughes always did this. You know, he said, build your business deep. Work with the first 3 and your security is in the next 3 when you start building a deep organization. Okay, and the company's brought in this balancing factor for us on royalty points. This is to earn bonuses, and this is really helping us to be getting our 2%, 4%, 6%, and so it's a worldwide new, how can I say, making it easier for us to earn our bonuses. So it really just means that you can have a 10% discount, if you call it that, to pick up your bonuses. And obviously now with the Active World team, the company has been so gracious that you now have a 1% bonus that kicks in when you start building your world team, and you are really an active world team, because you have to have the 10,000 points in your downline. But now you don't need 10,000, you only need 9,100. So you guys understand this? So you can add 910 royalty points. This is for Get Team. It's really 18,200 volume points. So you're getting 10% that you can still be earning your bonus. And the same is for the new World Team bonus. Okay, so this is really great. So the road to Active World Team is to get clarity. It's a 6-month qualification, of which you've got to do 2.5 in all of the months. 2 of them have got to be 5,000, and 1 of them have got to be 10,000 in the team. Okay, everybody understands that? So Active World Team is 10,000 in the team, 2.5 over 4, and 2 months of 5,000, which would be your personal volume. And so the World Team bonus is kicked in. This is not cutting the Get Team or the upline. So this is a monthly bonus. We've had Elda has picked up her first World Team bonus. Woohoo! Well done, Elda. So it is really about building solidly, and then building from there. Obviously, you want to get to your tab team qualifications to build it solid, but you guys are on your way. You got the $500 bonus, and you were some of the last ones that were getting the $500 bonus. The new people will can start earning the 1% bonus. The $500 is falling away, so you guys were just in the cusp of that, and also the 16,000 towards the holiday. Can we have a shout out for them? They're on their way, trip booked. Woep, woep. Dit het ver gelyk, né? En hier's julle nou op pad. Dis amazing. Okay. So the company is always putting the money on the table, guys, and it's up to you if you're going to go get it. And so the big thing that I really wanted to get you guys excited again about tonight is to just understand the big numbers. You know, it is about building a network, in employing other people's time and money, and the only way that you're going to grow is to build an organization. And if you're going to get two who get two will get two, you will have 16. If you get three who gets three, you will have 39. So only two more, 5 who gets 5. And I know it doesn't work exactly like this, guys, but it's just understanding a concept. It doesn't always work like this, that everybody's going to go and get the 5 and then gets 5 and gets 5. You will find one strong person that'll go get 10. And then you'll get another person that'll get none. And then you'll get another person that'll get 2. But it's the activity that in the end will bring you a big organization that's going to give you financial freedom. So if we're looking at the stamp, if you get 155 supervisors with 12 customers that take this stamp program, I'm talking about the whole organization gets 12 customers that buys the stamp. You have a president's team. Check. So when you get clarity about the numbers, and you sometimes just get all excited again about the possibility, that helps you to get to work. So if we are putting you now as a starting business, you are now here as a supervisor. You want to become active supervisor. So we've just had Belinda go active supervisor, and with her 2.5 in 3 months. She's just smashed also her world team, because she early in the month, mid-month already have closed her 2.5. So she's done 4 months consecutive of world team. So now active world team, there's quite a big step, because from there you have to start building a supervisor organization below you. In these levels, it could be very much your own work, you and your customers. But it's important for you en route to world team to actually to start building some supervisors in your downline, because that is when you need to build that 10,000 points in the team for active world team. So Rieta actually did quite with crazy numbers, because in her last month as a supervisor, or as still, or let me say her last month of, or a month of closing her active world team, her supervisors all popped, but they were serious supervisors. So they already had a whole lot of customers. So again, you know, it's often a case of making it happen also, because that, in her case, I think it was very much a decision to go for it, because she was scared she's not going to do it late in the year. So well done to you, working like crazy. But the reward has been so huge. So sometimes, you know, putting those blinkers on and really going for it is so important. And now the next step is, for me, the most, like now the company changed it up a little bit, because they're starting to earn a 1% bonus on world team. But it's really on active world team, because you've got to do the 10,000 in the team, and they know it's so hard to build that royalty, because that's where the tough part lies, is to build that active supervisor organization. And now when it comes to get team, you really want to double that and really build 20,000 points in your organization in your first 3 lines. Remember, it doesn't have to be first line. Get to 5, where we've got Denise, is 50,000 points in the first 3 lines for 3 months consecutive. Mill team is 80,000. Mill 75 is 150,000. So really is getting clarity about what the steps that you're going to do. And sometimes the numbers can get you completely phased out, because it looks so huge. Oh, nou het hy gejump. Wat doen ek nou? Nou moet ek weer terug.
Exit.
Moet ek exit? Escape?
Ja, nou.
Begin van vooraf.
Escape, ja. stop die presentasie, dan gaan jy terug. My net ek nou reg dieselfde gedoen, dan gaan jy terug na jou slide toe.
Okay. Is so baie slide. Sorry julle. Okay. Jy's by hierdie baie belangrike slide wat ek wil wees. Yay! Cool. Okay. Cool. Present. Okay. That's it. Okay, so press team again is a decision, guys. You need to have say around 2,000 members. You need 200 supervisors in your first 3 lines. It is 200,000 volume points in your first 3 lines. The big thing about this is to get clarity that it's a building, and that you mustn't get phased out about it, but it's completely possible. And again, last night, that girl was blowing me away with her attitude. And it is all about understanding it. But I signed up to be press team. I didn't sign up to make 2,000 Rand extra. So don't let it phase you out, but it is to understand that this is your big goal. This is where you want to be building to, if that is what you want. You know, some people don't really want that. You want to just earn an extra 20 or 50 or 80,000 to be able to travel the world, to spoil your family, to will it to your kids. So you decide what it is that your goal, that is your goal. But one of the very important things also to remember is that you as a supervisor need to requalify every year. And it's dead easy. You can, a normal supervisor that doesn't have a team, you can eat your way there. It is just so easy. So you only need 2,000 points over the year. But if you have a downline organization, you need to either do 10,000 over the year. That's an average of 800 points a month. So if you're just doing the business a little bit, got a few customers, you go for your 500 PPVs, which is like the business is so built on that now, or 4,000 in 1 month, or 4,000 over 2 months, which is really tougher. I would say just get your focus. We're in the middle of the qualification period. 6 months down the line, there's 5 months left, or 7 months down the line. So you really need to get focused on what your goal is to be able to, and the last thing you want to do is ever to lose your supervisor team. So we have our calendar of the month. We know what it is that we as a team work together. And, you know, I wanted to touch just on a few ethics around, because once you make a decision on what goal it is that you're going for, obviously you have to have clarity about what you are promoting. And I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to the leaders and to the team and everybody that is participating in, you know, really making our team special, and to really, you know, have that spirit of all working together and helping our customers to get great results. So I want to really say thank you. But the one thing I want to also stress is that this information, as we are, you know, part of Market Users team, we all work together around the meetings, etc. But when it comes to our meal plans and our teams, and our information, and we spend hours and hours to create it, it is really just for our own customers. It's not for anybody else, even if you love them to death. If they're not buying from you, or they are not your customer and they are on somebody else's team, you do not add them to a team. You do not give them one meal plan, one post. It's our information. It is our team's work. It's the NIM team stuff. So we are proud distributors, but we are ethical distributors. And we always want to, you know, work the business with the highest integrity. So I'm really just stressing to you, and sometimes our new people don't understand this. Our PCs don't understand this. So guys, please, it's our job to teach them the ethics of Herbalife, and the ethics that if I've been somebody's customer, you stay with that person. Yes, if they're a client, they've got the ability to change. If they don't get the service, it's all fine. But if they signed up as a PC, they can't come to you. So let's just keep it, there's enough people. Let's just keep within the rules of Herbalife. this is the way it's been for 40 years, and we all want to just honor that as we go along. So as we are using, this is our drivers. This is how we get our customers to make a decision. It gives us momentum with the 10 days, every 10 days to, have, and I think we are doing it such a great job. With our 10 days, I think we give huge value. And I, again, want to say thank you. We will definitely work on the new meal plan now for as we're coming out of winter, more like summer foods, etc. So definitely we'll put our minds to be doing that as well. So again, and as I shared the Canva, if you don't like my designs or somebody else's designs, go build your own things. But if you build something nice or you find a nice something, let's share with us. We're always open for new ideas, and let's help each other there. Okay, so very excited about the next one. I took out with the healthy lifestyle, I actually took out the dates because we're not so focused with this one. But this is your customer that really wants to be hanging around us, to have the positivity. And then it doesn't always have to be a beginning and an end. I like to have a starting date because I want to be able to make the sale. And again, if you've got customers that's been sitting in your groups forever and they've got these bottomless shakes that is just lasting forever, are they still privileged to all the information and they're not supporting you? It's your decision. It's up to you. I do have a broadcast list where I keep them forever. And like this week, I had 2 of them that ordered again. They're coming out of winter and so on. But when it comes to the challenges and all of that, don't keep them there forever. Let them qualify for the information that we give. So on Saturday, we're going to have our celebration call. We're very excited about that. And we're going to be doing, we've got a lovely sharing of what is a typical day, how to prepare your snacks, and as part of that celebration call. And remember, it's also a business call to show people the business opportunity at the end. So please promote this because this is another tool for you to build your business. Okay, I've been talking my head off here. Over to you, Amu, to talk a little bit more about working your 90-day plan and employing yourself.
Hi guys. Okay, I'm just still bly. Sorry guys, just mom laughing here.
Ek dacht jy sê ek moet stil bly.
Nee, Zara says sy wil nie gaan nie, but she is busy crying here next to me, so it's not working. Hashtag, yeah. Anyways, so yes, one thing about the 90-day plan I just want to share with everyone is we at the LDW, they had this big focus on 90-day plans, and employing yourself, literally putting yourself to work daily. So what Isa said on stage about the 90-day plan is it's a one-day plan that you repeat 90 days. So committing to doing the work for 90 days straight. And this is now without seeing results. You just want to go for it. You want to put your blinkers on, like Elsa always says, and you just want to do the income producing activities. And a little testimonial. So I promised everyone that I was going to print this thing out, and I did. Mine is literally next to me. It's open on day 3. I'm on day 3 of my 90-day plan. I've got my dates in. The previous day, I usually build my next day, so I'm much more productive. I love ticking off these boxes. I've not woken up on time for this last 3 days, so the first one is always a cross, but it's okay. I will hopefully wake up on time tomorrow. But guys, just to share, I actually asked Elsa, can you see I'm so much more focused on my socials? And she said, oh my word, Amri, I see that you are posting so much more. And just of being consistent for these 3 days, I had 1 new order today of a shake and a protein of a lady that was a super old customer, and she's returning on the products full retail. I had 4 reorders today just because they're constantly seeing my status. And I did about I think my order that I placed was like 390 points and 1,200 Rand profit And I wrote it all in my 90-day plan. So very, very exciting. And I stocked up on my own goodies as well. So exciting. So what I want to encourage you is, it cost me 125 Rand to print out this book at a professional place and bind it and the works to have it on me. I printed out 90 of these, and I printed out 3 or 4 of those circle pages. And it is something that I'm going to do every 90 days. And I'm going to do this until I reach my next level. So this is definitely something that I am going to work. And I want to encourage you guys, if you are struggling to employ yourself, if you literally have 5 or 10 or 20 minutes, let's say in a day, and you don't know what to do, this is a perfect way to just have you focused. I'm literally sit down, I put my 90-day plan next to me, and I start from the top. And I go through what I've already done, tick, tick, tick. And I then decide how much time I'm going to spend on my next social media post. I decide, and then I write the times down. I tell myself by 10 o'clock, you must be done with this. By 11 o'clock, you must be done with this. Because also, if you don't put a time limit to it, and it takes you 3 hours to do one social media post, that was not an income producing and very clever way of spending your time. So that is just one thing that I really want to urge you guys is, if you don't want to use this one, go out and build yourself one that you are going to actually use. I'm not using everything on this at the moment, but I will obviously hopefully get there. But yeah, I just want to really, this has really been helping me organize my mind, because it's been chaos in my mind for a while. And just a small testimonial before I hand over back to Elsa. When we decided we wanted to go global expansion team, Elsa sat down with me and said, Amri, okay, this is how many people you need. This is how many people you need to sign up monthly. This and this and this is what you need. So now we start with our 90-day plans. And we did 3 90-day plans back to back, and we didn't stop. And then we smashed global expansion team of doing 3 90-day plans back to back and not stopping. And this is really where I'm at now, because our baby is coming in February. And by that time, I would love to have doubled my income to make sure that I can take a few weeks of just soaking it all up. So that's my why at the moment. So like Elsa mentioned in the beginning, just reconnecting to our whys and then bringing that into our daily activities is really the name of the game at the moment. And then getting the people in front of us, booking your shake parties and all of that, and really working towards something. So Elsa, yes. Thank you, Isa, for explaining this again for us at the LDW. And I really, guys, we will be sharing this again tonight on the groups. Go print it out for yourself, and let's really get an accountability buddy and send your sheet at the end of the day to your people, to your accountability person. And let's really do it, because that's the big thing. Just do it.
And another thing I want to say, if it's a week where you are driving towards the next challenge, like this week, you've got to have a sense of urgency that you don't want to be entertaining the same 10 people or 9 people in every challenge. You want to have 4 to 5 new people or revived people in every new challenge. So, okay, so not everybody wants to do the challenge. Like, I've got a customer that was with me for years ago. She's always just been buying teas and tea, a big and a small tea. Now I ordered yesterday 2 big vanillas. I couldn't get it to take the PDM, but I will later. But she's now ready to lose weight again. She doesn't want to do this weigh-in thing and so on. So again, I keep her in my broadcast. So I'm always very good with the social media. I'm good with WhatsApp. I've got this broadcast that people go out. So if you are an older person like me and you are baby boomer and WhatsApp is your thing, your WhatsApp status, your Facebook status, you still have your routine of what you want to do, and we all can learn and we all can get better. But that is where my resales come from. That's where, through moving, through lots of things that happened to me last month with lots of stress, I still hit my 5K. So like this lady last night said, you know, life happens to all of us, and you can find many excuses on, because it's not a boss. You know, you are the boss. You go to the mirror, but you've got to keep your activity continually moving. And if you're not feeding that funnel, nothing will fall at the bottom. That is why it's so important for you to have clarity about what it is that you're going for. And the big thing is that first part where you are actually building, you know, filling new people into, you know, so that you can get new customers, get new members. And so this whole 500 club and the focus about 500 points, everything, all the qualifications is on the 500. And the PCs is there to really help you to get easy to your 500 points. It doesn't have to be all your own volume, but I like to still have my first sale at full retail. Guys, don't discount yourself out of the marketing plan. You know, if you kickstart your business by giving a person too much discount, they've got no reason to sign up. They've got no reason to go to PCX. And I think this is the biggest mistake that people are making, is if you want to give them discount, you can give them something for free. You can give them some chips for free. You can give bars for free. You can give them a 7 to 10% discount, but you don't give more than that. Otherwise, they never have a reason to sign up as a PCX where they can move up to the 35%. And once they are a PC, it's your job to continue to follow them up as a customer and also educate them about the rules around being a member. But this 500 point promo where you can qualify twice for different bags, you can go to the supervisor level, use these promos. Next month we've got Erkan, nou het ek sy van vergeet, but he's an amazing trainer. These calls are fantastic. It's one thing to qualify, but you've got to join. Even if you're lying in your bed like me, just stay awake, don't fall asleep on the call. But you pick up 1 or 2 or 3 things. I mean, this girl last night was so inspirational. En sy's 'n jong bokkie. Sy het my in die, hoe kan ek sê, skaam gehad. But she's a mover. Oh my word, yeah. But you know, so much personal development, so much we can learn from her again. And again, we have the tonight at 12 o'clock. The early bird tickets are done. If you haven't got yours yet, go buy it tonight. And you can qualify for the all-in parties, the first time we've ever had this. So make sure that you are in. You want to have the fun and be at the event, guys. If you want to have a better 2024, you've got to really go to work these last few months. And then this event is not negotiable. You've got to be there. And I'm already in the party. So I hope you guys are going to join me in the party as well. Who's going to join me in the party? Kan ek some bietjie klank kry? Okay. Anyway, and yeah, I'm so close to the vacation. Elda en Sarita, ek is saam met julle op die vakansie. So very excited. And obviously also this one is not negotiable. Definitely going for it. And yeah, I'm not going to play the video now. This is I will share it on the groups. One of the big thing nowadays, we often do more podcasts than we read books. But over the years, there is so many amazing books that can really feed you, that can get you to, you know, look at things different. And as this girl said last night, who are the 5 people that you surround yourself with? And, you know, sometimes you can surround yourself with positive people by watching a podcast if you are not close to a meeting, or, you know, where you cannot chat to a friend. And one of the two new people that I love is Mel Robbins and Ed Milet. Very, very inspirational. And a lot of these books, you can watch the videos or listen to it when you're driving somewhere. But obviously reading it is still the best. I love Robin Sharma as well. But I'll share it with you guys on the groups. But in closing, if you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. And whatever good things we build end up building us. And it's about the person you become. And I'm very excited about the last few months of this year. And, you know, when I came out of, we just qualified global expansion team. We were able to be on the stage in Los Angeles. Mark Hughes pinned us on stage for our Get Team badge. And we walked out with a badge that said, let's make it happen. And I think if ever there was a time that we've got to go out with, let's make it happen. And, you know, just really get our excitement up. But I think the big thing is to get that daily activity down, you know, to decide what it is that you're promoting and to get that daily activity down and just, you know, at the end of the day, it all will turn out to bring you what it is that you're looking for over the long goal. But if you're looking at your 5-year goal, some partykeers kan dit jou bietjie lam maak and you think, how am I ever going to get there? So that is where the daily activity really gets in, that you have to, you know, just get that focus. So I'm very excited, and I hope that you, I ran through that marketing plan slides maybe quite quickly, but sometimes you have to, if you're not clear, watch it again. I will share the video. But I'm open. Anybody with questions? Kom, wys julle gesiggies.
Elsa?
Yes.
Yeah. The question I would like to ask is the reduction that you get on picking up your bonus as a Get Team, for instance. You're supposed to do they're supposed
20,000. So you deduct 10%. So you've got to do 18,200 because you can add 1,800. You can add 10%. So do you get it now?
Yeah, and the more
so if you have world team and you need 500 royalty points or 10,000 royalty points, I think it's 9,100 volume points. Then you add the 900. You add the 10%.
Okay, great. Okay,
you
thanks.
Understand it now?
Yeah, and the for Get requalification, does that also count or not?
Yeah, it will count.
Sorry,
you still need they count it with your royalty points. So you need to maintain the 18,200 for 3 months in a row if you want to count it in volume now, because the company will add the 10%, which will give you 20,000 points.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay,
Which will give you 1,000 royalty points. Yeah.
Yeah, it shows. I did 18,500 or something the other day, and with the 10% bonus, it showed over 1,000 royalties on my volume sheet. So it shows as if you did it.
Yeah. But you know, don't make the call too close.
No,
daarom so 10 punte meer.
Sarita.
Sarita het hom fyn gesny.
I think she did 900 and wat was dit, Sarita? 905. 907 punte. 9,900 and what for your active world? It was cut very fine, but it was on point. Dankie Here, ons somme het daai aand gewerk. Sure.
Okay, anybody else with a question? Verstaan julle hoe om presteam te gaan? Kry 'n paar Get Teams in jou download.
Kry net 'n klomp supervisors wat hou van die stamp.
Kry net 10 Get Team, dan is dit daar. Ja.
Net 10.
Net 10. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Any questions? Julle is te stil. Okay.
We good. Hulle is weggeslaan met jou goeie presentation.
Is dit so?
Was
Hulle is
great,
besig om hulle
baie
90-day
dankie.
plans uit te print.
Is harde werk wat voor lê.
Let's go girl, let's go. Maar as
Maar
jy
dis
dit, as
lekker.
jy dit werklik gaan uitteken
You
jy.
got this, Tannie.
As jy no, I mean 200,000 sounds like crazy, but if you have 5 or 6 strong leaders who in their organizations have got strong leaders, it's not that tough. It's not you that must get it all. It's a team. So ons wil dit alles dink ons moet dit self doen. That's not the case. And this is where the teamwork makes the dream work. You know, when you have a team that's working together and you all know what you're going for, that's where the magic kicks in. So, okie dokes. Kom, ons gaan hierdie jare op 'n groot high finish and next year we're going to have an amazing year. Okay.
Amen to that. I come into agreement.
Amen. Let's do this. Okay, guys, let's go. Everybody's got to go buy tickets. That doesn't have a ticket for extra, no? Vanaand, voor 12.
Ja.
Ons het, dis reg.
Okay.
man.
Bye.
We there, we there.
Okay, let's go. Let's
Thank you. Bye.
And if there's something you want, I will share the presentation plus the video. So if you need, okay, I must stop the recording here.